What's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Wrong, Cowboys fan talk. Right back, like I never left. What's going on with y'all? Look, like literally, like I never left. Live stream last night, video in the morning, video in the afternoon, live stream tonight. It's all kinds of things going on. I appreciate y'all for y'all support. As I said, it's like drinking from a fire hose. It's going to be content overload because there's a lot of amazing content creators giving y'all the same things I'm giving you. But I got to get my opinion out. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate that too. Now, let's get to training camp from yesterday because there was so much going on top of the stuff we like to call the goofiness. It was hard for us to get all of our takes, at least me, all my takes out, and even in the live stream because the discussion goes so many different directions. And I appreciate y'all tapping in, but I just wanted to be in a more controlled environment, which is like a solo video to tell y'all some of my takeaways that I got from, I'm obviously not there, the St. Oxnard, from some of the great reporters out there. Shout out to Patrick No-C, shout out to John Machota, Nick Harris, Tommy Yarish, James Slater, all the, I'll be trying not to forget nobody because there's a lot of y'all out there. Shout out to Bosh Lombardi on the ground. My sis 2I gonna be out there, Brian Broadus, etc., etc., etc. Just to get that out the way, because I don't want y'all to feel like I'm acting like I got all this information. I digest it like you guys. I'm just giving you my opinion. Now, again, um, what was my biggest takeaway from yesterday? The offense looked different. And yes, I'll talk about the Micah stuff at the back of the video. The offense looked different. The offense looked completely different. 90% motion is what I've been hearing, that number. Now, no one knows the exact amount unless you go count the plays and, do your thing, but 90% motion, mainly saying motion is majority of the plays. That's different. Yes, we ran motion last year. Did we do it that much? No. Watching the motion Pickens to the outside, watching the motion CD to the outside of Pickens, making Pickens the number two, or the slot, and watching him being able to run up the seam, catch a quick little stop route, and just different things like that is what got me excited. I love to hear that. Also with the running game, Miles Sanders flashed. They say that he still got a little pep in his step. Just a little bit. We're going to see when the pass come on. I know it's running backs. Javonte Williams seems to be doing pretty good. They took the majority of the first team reps. That stood out to me because that's letting us know who's probably going to be starting week one. So just start wrapping your mind around it. It's not going to be Jadon Blue. And that's fine. Jadon Blue, apparently, I thought for a moment yesterday, I didn't hear nothing, that he ain't take no snaps. I was wrong. Jadon Blue ran with the second team mostly, and nothing noteworthy to flash about, but they did say his speed looks real. Multiple people said the speed looks real. So they're going to find ways to use him. Kavontae Turpin coming out of the backfield looks unreal. I know that sounds weird, but, he does kick return, so he can handle it. But the speed is there, next level. Turpin and Blue on the same field at the same time, that speed with Pickens and Lamb can be dangerous if you scheme it up right. As I said, George Pickens, he flashed, he did his thing. Him and Dak's connection seems to be becoming pretty strong. He had a couple of plays where they were a little bit off, but it is what it is. That's what training camp is for. But he's legit. Watching him and CeeDee Lamb walk out together, no, not to sound like a child, but the aura was crazy. It just looked right. It's like, okay, we actually got something here. While just watching them walk out, I was like, all right, I like that. And I do. CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens is as advertised. Dak Prescott is blessed now. Felt bad. He was not having a good time with all the people that he could have been throwing to, but now he has a dynamic duo, and that raises everybody else's level because they don't have to have the pressure of being the number two. We got our two receivers. And okay, let's talk about Deuce Vaughn looked good on the clip. I'm curious to see what he looks like when camp starts. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Patrick No-C. He said that Schoonmaker looks a little bit faster. Maybe he's getting a little bit more comfortable being out there. Said he mistook him for Jake Ferguson. So that was dope. Jake Ferguson looks to be back into the part, feeling good, moving good. He had the knee injury last year and a concussion. So that's good to hear that the offensive weapons are moving good. Tyler Booker was out there looking the part from everyone I heard. No bad things to report. He's an offensive guard. But looks physical, looks strong, looks nimble. good. Tyler Guyton did not get exposed or flashed that he just ain't going to be able to do the job, which is a good sign because a lot of people are just waiting for him to just fail. And I don't believe he's going to fail. I feel like he's going to have a pretty decent year. So that's good. That's good to hear. What else is a takeaway from on the field stuff? Because we'll talk about the circus in a second. Talked about Kneeland. Oh, actually, I didn't talk about Kneeland. Marshawn Kneeland flashed yesterday. Intercepted Dak Prescott. Yes, I said it. I ain't afraid to say it. In a flat. He covered the flat. Dak ain't see him for whatever reason. Intercepted the ball and showed his athleticism and seems like he's going to take a step in year 2. Sam Williams, not to be outdone, is out there scuffling with apparently who was it that he had a little scuffle with? I forgot the name. Then you had Donovan Ezeraku and Brevin Spanford got into it. So we already getting tangled up and camp just started. I love the competition. That's all it shows in the players is competing. We're going to get so much more content today. So this is just a recap of yesterday. We're going to really start to hone in on who is doing what. Also heard good things about Marquise Bell. Not to be outdone. Marquise Bell looked good. Kenneth Murray looked good. These are things I've heard. Maris Luafau was out there doing this thing. And I think that's it as far as some of the defenders. I'm sure I'm wrong. There's no way you can cover everything. But I just wanted y'all to hear that. Now I'm going to shift the gears over to Micah and Trayvon Diggs. I'm going to play the clip, let y'all hear it. As far as what's going on with Micah, because this is the best way to understand this thought process. I heard the press conference where Jerry came out and was acting like he wasn't going to pay Micah and just doing Jerry Jones things, and then Micah had his response. Now we're in a full-on mudslinging back and forth contest. It's goofy, but this is part of our life. There's the football, which I would love to discuss first, and then there's the goofy, which I have to discuss. So listen to this. I'll come back and discuss it for a second, and then we're going to move on to the day's practice because I don't care. You're going to pay Micah Parsons. This stuff is silly.
You know, I want to be here. I've always stated I want to be here, but at the end of the day, they sign the checks like always, and let's see if they want me to be here at the end of the day.
Does this help you being here for your teammates? Do you think this helped get the contract done?
Nah, I think they got their own timeline of when they want to get things done. At any given time, they could get things done, so I don't think that helps. I just think I'm doing this for myself and my teammates. Like I said, this isn't for Jerry. This isn't for Steven. This is for guys like Trey. This is to help guys like Donovan, Sam, guys who I know I can get better just by being here and being there for them.
Mike, are you getting frustrated?
No, I'm not. You know what I mean? I've been pretty successful over my course of these last couple of years. So, I'm going to just let God do his work.
When do you anticipate doing more than what you've done today? When do you anticipate doing more than you've done today?
Whenever my body feels at its best.
So you're not technically holding in. You're going to you're going to participate fully in camp at some point?
Yeah, whenever my body's fully operating the way that we need it to and things like that.
You're not worried about injury risk? You're not worried about injury risk contract-wise if you go out here and do something without having an extension?
If that's the case, I wouldn't be here right now. You know what I mean? I care, like I said, I care about my teammates. They need to see me out here putting in the work. Not at home. I did that for the last 4 or 5 months. So they need to see me out here with H, Britt, whatever I need to do to make sure I'm at 100%. So that way week 1 I can play.
Why are you not at your best right now? Why is your body not at your best right now?
Just the injury that I just feel like is bothering me. Something that I feel like is going to hold me back. So I just need to rehab.
What do you got your back tighten up a little bit? Is it the same thing now?
Yeah, back tightening.
Mike, have you talked to anybody in the league? Any other
Heavy squats.
heavy squats? Any other players?
Y'all heard Micah basically just explaining himself, you know what I'm saying that, look, man, I want to be here. I don't know if y'all want me to be here. My agent has contacted you guys. Not sure what the holdup is. You heard Diggs basically talking about his doldrums and, it's just silly. He was surprised about getting fined. He said he'll make it back in incentives, things like that. So I know the whole fan base is out on Diggs. I get it. I'm going to stand on an island with that one. Me and like 3 other people. I think Diggs is going to have a great year when he gets back on the field. Sue me. I'm welcome to be wrong. As far as Micah Parsons, man, paid the man. As Trayvon Diggs said, he's the best defender in the NFL. Bar none. I don't care. His versatility makes him the best. Is he the top best pass rusher? Maybe not. Is he the top linebacker? Maybe not. Top corner? Maybe not. Top DT? No. But I've seen him play A, B gap, come off the edge, play linebacker, cover someone downfield, literally almost play safety. Like, Micah Parsons is a freak of nature because he can play pretty much every position. Maybe not one tech, but maybe he can because he's strong. You know, like Micah's like that. That's why he's special. Just in case anybody was confused. No, he's probably not the best. He's probably not better than Myles Garrett completely at just pass rushing. But Myles Garrett can't play linebacker. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different. That you paying him because he's a unicorn. That's why you would pay him. So Jerry Jones, get your head out of your, you know what I mean? And let's get it together. But listen, it's your boy, Mr. Roman. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. I'm happy we got some football to discuss. I would love for them to pay Micah Parsons so we can move on and start talking about chess football. But we're the Dallas Cowboys, and you know how they do. But anyway, like I said, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll holla.